everything cool. The fast. I'm feeling good about the fast. I was literally talking to my dad earlier today. He was like, "Yo, Dad, you fold? You still in it? Still in it?" He said, "No, I'm still doing it. Him and his wife doing it, whatever." So I've been feeling good. I like the not the mental clarity because it isn't necessarily that for me, but just the mental appreciation or gratification of trucking ahead.
And I like that you've been like on it too. Like there's been times I'm like, you get you some chips. No, I'm fasting. You know what I'm saying? So that's what's up. You just
ate. I was like, I'm good.
Yeah. So for context too, Q's fast look a little bit different than mine. So like the things that I'm fast, and it's funny because we've been talking a lot about the fast, and it's like I myself have been, because I truly want to get better throughout this, right? And I feel like a lot of the things that I selected to make generalized was more so for the average undisciplined man.
For sure.
But these are legitimately things that I'm not struggling with. So my struggle has been kind of being like, I'm kind of doing this for nothing. So I know in our conversations, we laugh and it's like, it be seeming like I'm trying to loophole, but I'm like, I don't struggle with not having sex. Now, I did say I was just like, it's super random, right? Not as random as some of you niggas that's probably watching. Some of you men that's probably watching.
Yeah, super random sound kind of crazy.
Yeah, super random crazy. But for me, it's super random because I'm like, super random for me is like I might have, I'm in proximity to a shorty, and it's like I know I can, so I do, and I know that we're not really about to be on nothing. So I cut that type stuff completely out. Don't have a roster, none of that. But as far as in just me having sex, I'm already sexually disciplined. So I'm like, I don't feel like I'm fasting because I'm naturally doing what I naturally do. Now, what I will say I have been doing, I have been eating in the crib, literally. Like, I'm talking about, I'm down to just eating rice. Like, because I haven't ordered groceries because, I knew we was about to be filming. But long story short, I'm saying, like, that's how much I'm eating in the crib, to the point where if it's just rice, I'm just making, I said oatmeal and toast. Like, I'm just making fucking shit just to eat. No bullshit. I'm not even joking. And it's not like I just can't get groceries, but that's how much I haven't been eating out. But, in large part, that's because of the situation that happened with my car, which we'll unpack. But ultimately, it's little things. Have I been saving? So I've been clearing. Like, I just paid off all my furniture shit. Cleared them yesterday, and I ain't want to, bro. When they went to take the money, I put it on my Cash App card because I'm like, yeah, y'all can go try to snatch it from here. Like, it may or may not be there. They went to snatch it, it wasn't there. So I called them. I'm like, look, I gotta make my payment. Oh no, we already processed. I'm like, look, that thing gonna bounce back. Y'all need to take this information so y'all can actually get the money. But I ended up having I've been adding it to my card, and when they went to reprocess it, it went through. So that's cleared. I got the car shit. That's about to be cleared. I cleared it's one more thing. Like, basically all the little shit. So although I haven't been saving as aggressively as I told myself I would, I legitimately have been taking all my money and paying. Like, I already said I don't have debt. I don't have no real debt. This is like merchant fund. It's a little bullshit. A little couple thousand here, 100 here, whatever. So I will say I've been doing that. I made a goal to talk to my daughter and my mom once a week, my oldest daughter and my mom, at minimum once a week, like intentionally calling them. I got a schedule. I talk to my youngest daughter fucking every day. So, and I've talked to my daughter more than once, and my oldest daughter more than once a week so far. But I'm just saying, let me schedule it on my schedule to do once a week. And then, my mom, same thing. She called me multiple times out the week, but me calling her, hey, mom, what's going on? How you feeling? What's new? So that's what I've been doing in my fast. But yeah, I'm saying this shit on Candid Camera. I'm not trying to loophole. I'm just really not struggling with none of the. I don't drink. I don't smoke. I don't need the club. So it's like, I'm really just acting as, for me, I feel like I'm just kind of like gathering the men and kind of just like leading them and holding them accountable. But I still won't do no randoms. Like, I'm gonna stick to that.
Yeah, and to your point, I still, again, anybody who knows anything knows discipline is still always good to just tap into and just sharpen. So even when you're saying you ain't struggling with it, the ultimate test is I ain't struggling with it, but I'm still gonna stick to it because one is my word, it's for the greater cause per se, whatever, and you're just sharpening your own willpower and shit like that, whatever. So that's how I look at it. And then that's why I do occasional fast in general, because it's always good to make sure, because I feel like when I did mine was more so diet based and financial based. So I'm like, all right, if I'm eating out more, I'm also spending more.
Absolutely.
And I'm also just not thinking about what I'm doing as intentional as I could be, whatever. It's like, all right, cool, I got food in the house, why am I even buying food?
Absolutely.
And it's like I could just not do that, whatever. And it also becomes a trickle down effect. I'm like, yo, let's go to a restaurant. It's like, why these things, whatever.
Once you're outside, you're like, fuck it, sit down.
Right? And then I go to happy hour and I'm drinking or whatever. So all these not any of these things are in an egregious, blatant, excessive level, but they all add up over time. Back to 1%, it could be 1% worse, and the compound effect of that nature or whatever. So I feel like moving forward, I think I'm always gonna stick to like after Labor Day some type of cleanse. I feel like once the summer is over, it's a clean runway of holidays until Thanksgiving. Nothing really between September and Thanksgiving. I mean, September and Thanksgiving. Yeah. So I think it may not be 90 days every year, but I'm gonna do something at that time. It's like a refresher after the summer. I'm like, all right, because in the summer you probably was wild. You probably was indulging.
That could be the thing.
Moving around, flying, trips or whatever, spending money. Sit your ass down a little bit. And you do that, just calculate the damages. Let's see where we at.
It was a lot of calculation that had to be done.
Right. And then kind of recenter yourself a little bit. There's nothing wrong to do that.
But also two things too to add to what you said. One thing I am happy about, because I was looking for a book to read, because you got to read 10 pages a day, and I've been reading the Bible. So that's something that's was dope about. That's definitely something that was like, it definitely could. And of course I read the Bible at times, but in this particular season it just felt new, or whatever the case may be. So it was like I got 100 books on my bookshelf. Nothing is sticking out to me. I'm not like I got books that I'll read over and over again and get something new every time, and none of them is hitting. I'm just saying like, dang, what book to read? And I'm just like, you know what? Let me dive into the Bible.
All-purpose book.
You know what I mean? So I dive into the Bible. But back to your point about, so when even to add context, when I say I'm not struggling with, I'm saying like, I want to add things to my fast that will actually, I can see the 1% better. So it's like, if I'm already not, it's like if I'm going to the freaking gym and I'm just lifting 10-pound dumbbells. It's like, why? It feels like, why am I here? Because I want that resistance of feeling like I'm doing something that's a challenge versus me doing something that I don't do anyway. So I feel like I'm cheating. I don't even feel like I'm being disciplined. I feel like I'm just existing. And like, even with, one of our rolling conversations has been me, having sex, whatever it may be. And then they're like, I don't have a candidate. So I cut all the casual shit off. So I don't have a freaking candidate that's like, oh, I could just leave here right now and line some stuff up, because that would be me just deliberately just doing what I want to do. But I'm like, even with that being the case, I'm like, it's kind of altering how I even communicate with the women. And it's like, in a way, I'm like, damn, am I treating it like I can't have sex at all because I can't do it casually? And it's like, now, is this making me not even show interest in women that I even probably really do got interest in? I'm just kind of like giving nobody no time. And I'm kind of like, yo, you know what? I have to reframe it in my brain, because I already said from the beginning, like, I never was 100% if I was going to cut out sex. That's why I said casual sex. But I'm like, for me, it's not a struggle. I just feel like it's just making me feel like, why I'm here. What am I doing? So I want to find things to add so I can feel how you feel. Like, you actually cut out fried foods and things that's like, so maybe I could fast from candy, or so something I know is a challenge for me that I can feel I can be gratified by the satisfaction of being able to say, yo, I went 90 days no candy. So maybe I'll do candy. I'm not doing soda. It's not up for debate. Not yet. I'm not ready for that. I'm sorry. I'm not ready for that.
Just leaped out. I just got triggered out of his own shit.
I might fast from candy, because I didn't have candy in a while, but I did have some on the plane. So I think I'm gonna fast from candy, and I try to.
Chips is my shit. So
I try to fast from one more thing so I can feel like I'm fasting, because I'm saying it to y'all, like, I don't see myself not having sex over the course of the next 90 days, but I will say I'm not going to do no casual sex, as that's my word, but I'm just like, I'm treating this shit like I said no sex. And I just got to, find my wife. Baby, where you at? Come home.
And so
come home. I'm ready to pay your bills, baby. Come home.
Hey.
I am.
Advertise here.
Ready. Put in your application. I'm giving out a good deal. Like, we got
to pay. 360?
No, absolutely not. Because my deals, they not even term based. Like, you can leave. You know what I'm saying? It's literally like a subscription
option type shit.
Yeah. Like like you can go touch your value in free agency. You won't get another contract, but you ain't coming back to a supermax. But I'm gonna give you a good deal. It's a good deal.
You franchise?
Yeah, I'm franchise tag for sure. I hit you the franchise tag. No, I'm giving out vet minimums.
You trying to get a ring or not? We got proof of concept over here. The rings have been given out.
I'm not mad at that. You know what? I'm not mad at that.
Okay,
all right, let's talk. Go ahead.
I was gonna say one thing before we move on about the book. So the latest book I finished was Contagious.
I started it. I couldn't finish it. I read it though.
Yep, I gave it 3.5 stars.
What?
5.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, I liked it, and just a little context for me. I was really glad I ended up getting to it and finished, because to rewind back to our original fast on the show, whatever. Part of the challenge you gave me was to start reading, and I landed in audiobook land.
No matter.
Exactly. Appreciate that. So audiobook aficionado now. Actually 12 months now. We started last September.
Seriously?
I just realized that. So
maybe September might always just be the fast month.
I'm telling you, it's a good time. So now I think about it, I actually wanted to do a note of how many books I did in that time. So since last September, 25 books. So yeah, I'm happy. I'm proud of myself.
I'm proud of you, bro. No, I'm really proud of you.
I appreciate that.
Make this nigga better, man.
Yes, 25. Thanks, Dad.
You're welcome, son.
So 25 books in a year, and that's super fitting because even though I was never into reading, because fun fact, graduated school, finished all high school, graduated college, never finished a book in my life, whatever. I always find ways to get around it and always got a good grade.
Nigga paid somebody to do his homework.
No, niggas paid me. Fun fact, but
I forgot Mike Ross.
So but through all my years of consuming media and listening to people, whatever, I always just took note of certain books. Of course, the Four Agreements, always heard about that. The Alchemist, always heard about certain books. So it seemed like if I ever get to this, I gotta get to that one. Certain checkpoints. And Nipsey, one of my favorite people, whatever, he's mentioned
Contagious.
Yeah, Contagious. He said that's what led him to do the $100 mixtape.
Yeah, because $100 cheesesteak.
Exactly. So I'm I was happy I finally got to, and the fact that I just finished it at this month, very fitting.
Dope.
R.I.P. to Nip, and it was a good book though.
And the thing about Contagious, I didn't finish it, but I made it to the first couple chapters. But because I'm a marketing guy, I understood it. But I still would want to finish it. I don't know why. It's written by Jonah Berger, right? I don't know why I haven't literally just locked in on it. Maybe because and I can't remember verbatim, right? So I don't know if it felt textbooky to me. But that's good. That's a good way to learn and retain information. But I don't know why I didn't
He's a professor, so that probably makes sense.
Yeah, that's probably why I'm it felt textbooky. But if I listen to the audio, I can listen to I don't call it a lecture, but I can listen to a lecture and be receptive. So that's probably what I had to do. Sure. That's how it was for me with dang. It wasn't The Way to Superior Man. It might have been. It was a book that I wasn't able to get through, but the audio book got me. The Ego is the Enemy.
That's
by Ryan Holiday.
Yeah. Okay.
Bro, I ended up reading it after getting through it. But I used to try to read that book all the time. I just couldn't get past chapter 2 or 3. And then I listened to the audio book on a plane. And I'm like, oh, this shit on fire. So I'm like, I gotta sit down. And I got a little thing that I do. I do a chapter a day. So either 10 pages or a chapter a day. So if you're a man and you trying to get in the reading, or a woman trying to get a person trying to get in the reading, do a chapter a day. If it's 12 chapters, 12 days. You feel me? You can knock out a book in 12 days. Or if you don't have the capacity to hone in, because I'm a reader that if I miss a word, I'll go read the whole page again.
Yeah.
That's me. I don't know if you like that.
I veer off and then I get frustrated. I
I just read 3 pages. I don't know.
Exactly.
Gotta go way back. Yeah. So that's me. So sometimes I'll be like, I'm gonna do 10 pages because 10 pages allow for me to go back, digest with it. Because sometimes the chapter might be 30 pages. So if you're not there yet, start with 10 pages a day. If the book 250, 25 days, you can read a book a month. That's 12 new books a year. How much better could you become after reading 12 new books in a year? And if none of that works, just go to Q route. Listen to the motherfucker.
Yeah, and you said something else about the book, and to your point, even the fact I'm not a marketing guy or a salesman type person. When I'm
not a salesman.
I said or.
I don't know, but I don't think the or was it's still conjunct.
I said or.
It was still a conjunction.
Marketing or salesman type guy, or whatever. When I was going through the book, I was like, definitely dope information, clearly applicable information. This it ain't me. It's not my bag. We'll put the bag over there. But no, it's valuable shit in this bag over here. But it's not for me per se, or whatever.